Hello again, everybody. Look at this bug right here. Did everybody see that bug? Came in, tried to fly away, but we are back again for another team talk with me. No one else. Everybody's gone. It's getting dark here. People got kids to go home to, wives, whatever. I have that too, but I'm here. Anyway, here we go. Ton of questions. Why Skeeter didn't make the list? Why Skeeter didn't make my top 5 list? I had a very bad experience with Skeeter back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I should say. I purchased a 1998 Skeeter, and it was the 202C, and I had it for 1 year, and the cap and hull, back when the transom area separated, like came apart, like you could literally lift the cap off and look in. And I called Skeeter, and I talked to them, and they told me that there was nothing they could do for me at that time. So I had a bad experience with Skeeter at that time. That was way before, I think, Yamaha was there then. But that was just a bad experience I had. So that's just a real bad taste in my mouth from the Skeeter days. Now looking back, after all you guys have been commenting and everything, which is what we want, I went and, my producer and I went and we brought up the Skeeter webpage, and I started looking at the FXR, correct? The FXR boat, and that boat looks pretty badass. That boat looks cutting edge. It looks pretty nice. Now, I've never had my hands on an FXR, but I'd love to see one. It looks extremely richy. When I say that, it kind of looks like a Cadillac edgy kind of style. I like the cuts in it. You know, you see the Cadillacs, how they got that cool points and stuff like that. This boat does that. It flows all the way from the front. I was going over it with the producer. All the way from the front to the console, back to the motor, everything looks really nice. Now, not riding in one, we kind of went through some reviews. It seems like they cut waves. Everybody seems to be happy with them, but it's hard for me as a guy that I don't have any commitment to any brand. That's why I'm talking to you, to know until I go for a ride. But that FXR looks extremely nice. Now, you go back to the other models that they have, it could still be the same thing. You still have the limited lifetime warranty, and that's what they put me under the limited lifetime warranty when that happened to mine. But I know since then they've changed that transom, they've changed how that's all put together back there. So if we go top 6, I'm sure they'd make the list. I really like that FXR boat. That black on black that they have, that looks pretty badass. It looks like a pretty nice looking bass boat. Now coming in price range, I think you can get one. Correct me if I'm wrong, 76-ish? Is that Jordan? 76-ish, somewhere in there? 77-ish, and then they go all the way up to 91, I think, probably fully loaded, 92,000 fully loaded. 92,000 is a lot of damn money. 70,000 is a lot of money. I wouldn't spend it, but I don't know. I wouldn't spend that kind of money on a new boat, but that's just me. But then we compared it to the Ranger, and the Ranger's coming in at that lower 70, 73-ish, and I think they go up. We spec'd one out today, and we got it up to $102,000. And that was just going after, you know, we went with the Garmin. We went with everything that I would do, the poles, the Garmin, the trolling motor setup that I would use, all that stuff. So I guess they're marketed correctly, but if I was going to lay them side by side, the new Ranger or that new FXR, I'm going to jump in that FXR just because it looks pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed with it. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, that's my opinion. But we got to this point because you guys commented and asked, why isn't Skeeter? Like I said, I had a bad taste in my mouth from back in the early 2000s when I had a late model 90s Skeeter. I had a 98, 99, and they didn't want to help me. So when you don't want to help somebody, because I wasn't original, but still, I mean, it was within like 4 years of that boat being brand new, and that thing fell apart. And when I say fell apart, it fell apart. It was junk. That boat came from Tallahassee, Florida when I bought it. I bought it in Tallahassee, Florida, brought it up here. Drove that for 1 year, blew it up, rebuilt the motor, and it stayed together ever since, and it's still running today. So that one, I didn't even get really a chance to ride it hard, but yeah, that was my bad taste. But looking at that FXR, that's a nice boat. That boat looks pretty damn nice. So, and we did some other comparisons on pricing and all that stuff. It looks like looks like 21 footers coming in entry level are like $70,000, low 60 or high 60s to $70,000. I think that Nitro came in at like a high 68, 69, and I don't know if that had what electronics that had on it, what batteries it had in it. But I mean, when it looks like you're gonna load one up, full tilt, full big electronics and lithiums and poles and better brakes and a trailer and all that stuff, it's clipping towards $90,000. Yeah, so buy yourself your new 1-ton pickup and go grab your $90,000 bass boat and have 200 grand rolling down the highway going beep beep. But a lot of guys do it, a lot of guys love it. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys can do it. That means the economy's strong, maybe things are happening. At this point, we don't know how it's gonna recover. So $90,000 boats might be 60 someday soon. We never know. Another thing that if you guys are questioning or you got questions about a certain boat, or you want us to kind of go in and dissect and see what, or figure out what we know about them, what we've seen about certain boats, definitely comment, or boat motor combinations, definitely comment. We'll go look. We look at all them comments. Jordan makes sure I sit down, make sure I get every question that you guys do. He reads to me, and we go through them together, most time late at night or whatever. But we do, I mean, we try to answer everything. If we can make little quick talks about this, we're gonna do it. So if you got questions on boats, you got this out there. You know, what about this boat? What about the Legend? What happened to Legend? What was going on there? That type of stuff, or any of that stuff. When it comes to bass boats, I'm always in tune with what's going on. I try to keep up to snuff on all the new bass boats, and I try to keep myself informed about all the bass boats. I love bass boats. I mean, that's what I love. But if you got them kind of questions, definitely comment. Make sure you comment after videos, like after this video. Comment, say, hey, what about such and such boat? What about this motor and boat combination? Jordan will read it to me. If we can get a video on it, we're gonna get a video. But guess what? Our next boat comparison is gonna be Charger boats. We've got a lot of comments about Chargers. What about Chargers? What about Chargers? What about Chargers? We're doing the research right now. Like I said, I haven't put my hands on one, but I'm doing as much research as I can right now to kind of get you a quality video on the Charger. So Charger, you're next. So as always, you know it. Comment, subscribe, click the notification bell to witness the madness that we call speed, money, no brakes. Take care, everybody.